Yo, 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 we back with another episode of Kicking It with Cuz. You got cousin Buck, cousin Danny O here. Buck, what's going on with you, baby?
What's up, cuz? That background looking real sweet too. That motherfucker looking real
I'm
spectacular.
trying, I'm trying. You know them dollars starting to come in from Kicking It with Cuz, so we got to upgrade a little bit, you know what I
Just
mean?
a, just a little bit, cuz.
We
Just a
got to
little.
upgrade just a little bit. We upgrade too much, they're gonna be trying to tie us up. You know what
Yeah,
I
you
mean?
already know. Look, we want all sponsored dollars. See how we coming, backdrops, all that. I figure we'll do this next episode a little different. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a little real on this joint, man. You know what I mean? Kicking it because we're expanding from more than just sports. If y'all ain't know, we talk about everything this season, man. When football season come, we gonna give y'all a day of the football. You know, we ain't gonna stop that. That's the bread and butter. But you know what I mean? But we have been through a lot of shit, so we gotta give them must, man. You know what I mean? On
Yeah,
some real
we some multitaskers. We some
we
multitaskers.
multitasking, real heavy on the multitask, real heavy on the multitask, man. So like I always want to say, you know what I'm saying, cousin Gil, you know, you've been through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Let our listeners know a little bit of your background, man, like where you come from, duh.
I'm just regular old nigga, man.
Right, nigga.
Regular background, raised by my pops. Pops held it down. You know what I mean? Mom Deuce was out there in the streets and her addiction. She
All right,
came around on the back end. You know what I mean? After my pops was gone, she finally stepped up. Outside of that, regular shit. School, what I mean? Curfews, all that type shit. Mad trips with the pops, you know what I mean? Great upbringing, you
right,
know?
right,
That was the beginning. You know what I mean?
right. That's similar to my background, you know, but I had both parents in the household with me, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
still end up choosing the wrong motherfucking path, you know what I mean? It wasn't because of my parents, it was just who I was. I was just, you know what I mean? Just got into it. I just liked it. I just migrated to all the wrong shit. But saying, saying shit. You know what I mean? So look, dog, look, that shit crazy. So all this shit that we did when we was young boys, y'all know we go back, we go back since the kids and shit. So this ain't just no joint called kicking it with cuz. This shit is really kicking it with cuz. Like for real. This joint ain't no million, none of that. This shit real kicking it with cuz.
All authentic, 100% cotton, no polyester. All you gonna get is the raw, unadulterated truth. That's
And
what we
y'all
got to
know though,
offer
we
y'all.
came up, our come up so together, so crazy together. We done been on the pods. We done been in, we done been in on pods and everything together on Wide Cup.
Dead
Little young
honesty,
niggas
bro.
ain't even put in there with the grown ass men. We babies, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
All that shit, man. But if it's crazy, and you'll think back then when we was all on the pods and shit, all on Wide Cop, and we'd be like, yo, 20 years later, though, we gonna have a podcast. We gonna be trying, you know what I mean? Some different shit. Would you believe that, John, dog?
I thought I was gonna sell dope until I get killed in the streets, cuz. I ain't
Man,
even gonna lie to you. I was gonna be a dope boy until it came from the cops or a hating ass nigga, cuz.
yeah, dog.
That was my thinking.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't thinking. I know I definitely wasn't thinking 40 something years old. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I wasn't thinking that far. My shit was like, my shit was really on
We
some
was moving
real
at the speed of light. You
moving
know what I
at the
mean?
speed of light.
When you inside that laser beam, you can't see the traction outside. You know what I
Nigga,
mean?
them couple blocks that surround me was all I used to wake up and think about. Like, all right, I'm gonna get up, motherfucker, go on the Ave. What's going on the Ave? I used to get fly just to go on the Ave. I want to get fly. I just throw some shit on every day just to go stand on the motherfucking corner. Like that was our motherfucking Disney World back then. You know what I'm saying? Like that joint, like real crazy, bro. So
Yeah, them was the days. Them was the days, man.
hell
Them was the
yeah,
days, man.
yeah, right.
Sometimes I wish I could go back, man.
Man, that
You know what
shit
I
was
mean?
fun.
Half a
I ain't
lot,
gonna
but I
lie.
know you can't, man. You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't
Like,
gonna lie.
not even back to just like the essence.
The
Just like
essence,
the
the
essence,
feeling
just like
of
the
it.
essence. I know that I could come out my grandma's house and I could walk to Aunt Robin's house. I ain't got to worry about nigga come by doing drive by. All I got to worry about is the crazy dog by the store, or I might get jumped by like 3, 4 niggas because I punched on a
What's
nigga.
it? What's the old head that used to have Frog? Remember Frog used to have them motherfucking big ass
That's exactly what I'm
Rottweiler?
talking about. And them
I
motherfuckers
ain't
used
know
to
you
always get loose. Motherfuckers used to always get loose. I leave Pauline house. I
that
got worried
nigga
about the
always
Jones.
get loose with that big ass head.
Yeah. And
That
then,
nigga
you know,
had
sometimes I spin the block, come up 27. Wasn't no danger. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't, if
yeah.
you was outside just being normal, being a kid, being a teenager, you know, it wasn't no immense danger like it is now. Like,
Nah, now motherfuckers don't even want their kids to even go out the porch. You know what I mean? You don't
shit,
know.
I don't
And,
want my son go off the porch.
and it's crazy now because shit, you know, up the way they kidnapping little girls now, dog.
Man,
That
they've
shit
been
is
doing that,
wild,
bro.
bro.
They've been
Yeah, but
doing that.
they been
They,
doing it, but right now it's
nah.
like crazy right now, dog. All them missing little girls, signs all over the place and all that shit, man.
They've been doing that. My opinion on that, it been happening. It's just now that with social
Now social
media,
media,
technology, because you gotta remember back then the era I was coming up when the kids was missing, they would be on the motherfucking milk carton. You know what I mean?
yeah. Remember the new carton
Yeah,
joint?
that's what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying.
right. You
They
right.
was on them Jones. Dare was coming into school, all that, yo, missing Kings. Remember, it was always watch out for a van, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, and all that. It was happening, but technology wasn't up to speed, up to date to let the broadcast it to the world all at one time.
right. Yeah, you right, dog. You right. You definitely right about that. I'm thinking about shit, all the shit that nigga been through, man. Like, cause niggas, like, you know, we done been through jail multiple times. But I look at us now like, damn, we ain't been in jail and we ain't even talking no jail. That shit don't even come up. Like, we don't talk no jail shit
Talk
at
about it
all.
for what? We in real time, real life. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
So,
Like,
so, so my question to you is, I know what it is for me. My question to you is, when did you know it was a wrap? Like, man, I'm done with this shit. You know what I'm saying? After we done butter our head about 50 million times, you know, we still would get crest cases and come back and fall right back into it. So what was the moment for you that made you be like, man, I'm done with this shit. I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm out the game.
I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy. It's crazy you asked that because I just was talking about this probably like 4 months back. Like, uh, the last case I was on, I'm back and forth between the state and the feds, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I'm up Gander. I can't remember what pod I'm on. I'm up Gander, and I can't remember brother name, man. Tall Mar from 2-4 with the big beard.
Yeah, I know Tom. Yeah,
Okay, Tall Mar was my bunkie. So Mar had got his time. He was getting shipped out, going back to the feds. So you know, you Sully Lee. So you know, we kicking in the morning. They call him over the intercom. We was in cell 20, and we was both tier man. I can't remember what pod we was on though. And he slid out. So you know, when your Sully leave, you get up, fake clean the room, fold the top
that's a
mat up,
sad day.
or
That's a
you might
sad
take,
day.
yeah, you feel
It's a
me, or you
sad
might.
day, dog.
So you know, I get up. You know, I take the mat. You know, I take because I always the top bunk in the can. So I take the bottom bunk, put it up. So I got had a double decker joint. I'm just sitting there looking out them little dirty ass windows over there. And then I was just like, I remember it, you know what I mean? Because I was 3 years in on the bit and I ain't even get sentenced yet. I'm still fighting both cases. And I just was like, I don't know what it was in that moment. I was just like, yo, I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm
Yeah,
sitting on the stool. I'm like, yo, I'm done. Like, this shit whack. You know what I mean? This shit ain't what it is. Like, I don't know if it's because he just left or we just be in there having real conversations
that's what
where
it
I can't
was.
even
Cause that
remember.
shit like
He
a
probably said
family
something
member
to me.
leaving.
He probably said something to me on the way out the door. I can't even remember. I know, like, at that moment, though, and that's when I was like, you know what? I'm in jail because of me. Even though it was multiple informants on my case, I was
Right,
like, I knew them niggas was kind of fishy, and I still allowed them niggas to be around. So like at
right.
that point in my life, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take accountability for this. I said, I'm gonna say I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna take accountability. Whatever the feds give me, that's what it is. Whatever the state give me, that's what it is. Like I ain't gonna keep sitting here. You know, we go out on the pod. Yeah, rat ass nigga told on me, or yo, if I
Yeah,
wasn't, I was like, I ain't. I'm just taking. And I was like, you know what? And that's when I switched my thinking. Because remember, I said when we was at Y Cop back in the day, when we was teenagers, I thought I was gonna die a dope boy in the street.
right.
But in that moment, like I changed my thinking. I said, you know what? They gonna be mad. They locked me up. they should have let me die a dope boy in the streets. Cause this time when I come home, it's over.
Right.
It's over. I'm like, my money, cause you know I had the case, they seized money, cribs, all that shit. I'm like, they not gonna be able to touch nothing. They was better off letting me die. Cause this right here, I'm taking it very personal. I took every class, college courses, everything I could learn. And it wasn't even to learn, it just was to be around people, different ideals, different thoughts. I'm like, I'm soaking up everything this big, and I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna turn this shit up on some positive shit. And then by the grace of Allah, you know what I mean? Allah blessed me to have both of my cases, state and fed, run concurrent. So I ain't get Molly Wop double stack, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I was able to do 6.5, you know what I mean? A little over 6.5 and come home, and I just stuck to that shit, Buck. Like whatever that moment it was when Mara left, I can't really remember if he said something to me. It just clicked. Like when it set, like you know, you could hear him go off the pods. The one door opened, and the other door opened. I was like, damn, bro, out of here. Then I just was like, you know what, this shit ain't it, bro. This shit ain't it. And just right then and there, how I moved in jail, that's like my whole mindset changed. Like I wasn't with all the weird. I never was with the weird shit. But I just cut
all that laughing and joking, all that shit. Like
I just cut a lot of shit out, and I just was on some like, how can I better myself? You feel what I'm saying, to get out of here, or how can I repair my relationship with my daughter so when I get out, it can be better. You feel what I'm saying? So I just started working on shit like that, cuz.
Right. See, for me, when I caught my last real case, it was I had a job. Like I still a dibble and dab, you know, we was fucking with the pills, but I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I remember the day that I was like, man, I'm done with this shit is, I caught my shortest case ever. For all the pills, I caught a year. And them motherfuckers
crying like a bitch in there.
A year, cuz, like a year. And the year I had to do it in the key program. So before I even went to jail, I'm like, yo, cause I was home for a minute. I got skinny as a bitch stressing about going back in there. I was like, damn, I'm stressing over a fucking. I
you was working down Delaware Park, right?
No. This was before. This was before Delaware Park.
That's when you came home and turned up, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this was before. This was before Delaware Park. This is when I was working. I was working at this joint called Phillip and Cohen, dog. I'm telling you, it's like a couple niggas, but we in that joint with nothing but stripper bitches. And it's a little phone joint. I love that job. I go in there and throw a little shoe on. You know what I mean? But I'm fighting the case the whole time I'm working there. I remember when I had to quit that motherfucker, I was sad as shit. Dude told me he was going to give me my job back. I came back there and give me shit. They looked at me like I was fucking crazy. But I remember that year being in the key, being around all them different niggas and personalities. Right. And before I went in there, I told myself, this time I get locked up, I ain't going to the hold. I told myself that shit. I said, I don't give a fuck what happened. I'm not going to the hold. I said, I ain't doing that shit. So I went in there and everybody, RJ was, the pile was deep. But just having to be around all them different personalities and all that shit really, like, it calmed me down. Like, it calmed my anger down.
Right.
Like, it calmed that shit. I think to this day, I think the key program really would change my anger from me having all them anger issues growing up. Because I told myself, and I stuck to that shit, and I ain't do no whole time. But when I was in there, my daughter had just got born, so I had a baby this time when I went to jail. I ain't never have a baby when I went to jail. So I had my daughter and I had a girl. And I was in love with this motherfucker, boy. Oh my God.
You was in love,
I'm in that joint 2 months. I'm thinking like she's only a year. She ain't going. I'm thinking I'm naive, little young nigga at this time. I think nothing can happen. This bitch ain't gonna fuck. This bitch, I'm good. My girl, you know what I'm saying? 2 months in, I got the letter one day. Told me she fucked this nigga. I was hurt. That made that incident right there made that time hard, cuz. But my daughter and her telling me that, and just like I can't wait to come home so I can, you know what I mean? That shit burned. That was a hard year on me, dog. And I told myself, and it's crazy because I knew I changed. I ain't do no programming. They wanted me like, I go there, I go to the joint, do morning meeting and all that shit. I was rapping real heavy. I get a concert rap when I won. Like when I won rap, give a concert. I was snap, had a whole pie jumping. You know what I mean? Be a real concert. But that time, After she cheated on me when I was in there, though, that shit hurt, though. That shit made that time, and I was like, I ain't never going back to jail again, ever. I ain't been back since. That shit was like fucking dinner. Shit, it might have been dinner 20 years ago. Like,
And also like in them moments when we going through them changes in our mind, it's like because at the end of the day, I know like we know we wasn't supposed to be doing none of that shit we was
none of
doing.
that shit.
You feel what I'm saying? I tell people
We wasn't no dumb niggas.
yeah, you feel what
We
I'm
wasn't like the
saying?
little young niggas that's just stupid. We was far from stupid. We knew
Yeah,
better.
yeah, we knew better and we
We
was
knew better.
raised different. You feel what I'm
And we was
saying? And it
raised
was like
different.
you feel what I'm saying? Like I was raised by my pop, so it was like my pop had passed when I was 14. So it was like when I start thinking about that shit, I'm like, man, I'm letting this nigga down, bro. Like
Yeah.
Brian ain't raised me like this. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't raised like this. Like
I felt the
and
same
I
way.
tell people like all the time, like you can't be mad at me because it wasn't no roaches in my cereal box. I wasn't raised
Right.
like that. You can't be mad
Me.
at me if my lights was always on. We ain't had to worry about that. I wasn't raised like that. Like I chose this life. You feel what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
went to school. You know what I mean? I had my dad in my life. My mom came around on the back end. Like I was one of the few that was raised by their dad. You know, well,
Yeah.
everybody in the hood, you know, besides you
Wasn't.
and cuz, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody had their mom. I had pops at the crib. You feel what I'm saying? Then it's
Yo,
like,
you wanna know something that's crazy? And I kind of made a post, but I feel like it's fitting that I say this shit now because it was I growing up. Nobody had dads, so by me having a pop, dog, like I hated it, dog. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like that shit because I felt like I was the odd. Like I just felt like I wasn't supposed to have no dad. I was so used to everybody else not having to answer no pop, and I got this nigga telling me, you know what I mean, trying to tell me the right
you
thing.
already
Made
know
me,
Uncle Kenny don't even play. I still don't play with Uncle Kenny. I'm a
yeah,
grown ass
me
man.
either. I still
Fuck
respect
you
when my
talking
pop
about?
called me. Even sometimes I don't want to hear that shit. Like I still, if he talk to me, I still give him that utmost. He earned that utmost respect. We
Uncle
didn't
Kenny
have
real
brawls.
nigga. Uncle Kenny real.
We didn't like he tried to save me from me a million times. We didn't have
Right,
cold blooded brawls in the middle of the street. Cause he
right,
tried to stop me and I'm thinking he tripping the whole time. I'm the nigga that's fucking tripping. But
right,
growing up, I resented that shit like, man, what the fuck? This nigga ain't nobody else gotta do with this shit. And I gotta hear this nigga when Charles Cross called me when every time I get in trouble with
right,
Skyline, that nigga Charles Cross, he called my house every 3 days because I done
right.
did something. You know what I mean? I gotta hear his mouth. I hated that shit, but now I'm like, man, thank God, because it made it turn by me having a pop. That shit is real. It turned me to like the man, that I am. I still might
Yeah,
fall
like the
short.
impact, it affects you later. Like
It
everything he
affects you
taught
later.
you, shit he shot you, shit you was brushing off exactly. You appreciate it, or you be doing it. You like, damn, this what Pop was talking about. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, I had my Pop my whole life. You feel me? Just me, him, and then my sisters and brothers came along. You feel what I mean? So like, when he wasn't here, I'm like, damn, I know this nigga pissed at me. You feel what I'm saying? And it was like my pop was a real nigga. Yeah, so it was like I was disrespecting him, and then like what you said is funny because if like if you've been around me, like I ain't from down here. I'm from Boston, so like before I moved down here in Boston, it was like vice
Yeah,
versa. Everybody had their mom and their dad, and I just had my dad. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
But I wasn't mad, like or nothing. Like I ain't gonna say I ain't feel no urgency for my mom because my sister mom stepped in. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to Mom Tony. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't missing nothing. Then my aunt
Rest in
Jackie,
peace.
stepped in. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't miss nothing. But then it's like my grandma had a stroke, and my pop was like, man, I gotta be closer to my mom, so we came down. And it was like when I got down here, or when I got to Delaware, you feel what I'm saying? Nobody had their dad. It was like vice versa from
Nobody,
Boston. And I was like, where the dads at? You know what I'm saying?
nobody.
Because when I
That's
go
what I'm
home to
saying. Why
Boston,
it's so
I still check on Mr. Pete. When I went back for my birthday 2 years ago, I went and hollered at Mr. Pete. That was my man. He was a mailman. I went and hollered at my boy Rich Dad, Mr. Mitchell. He was a Boston State trooper. Like everybody had their pops. You feel what I'm saying? But then I came
Everybody.
down here, it was like it wasn't no pops.
Obviously.
You feel
Fucked
what I'm
up.
saying?
That's the
Except
reason
for,
why
and
it's
it's
so big
crazy though
right now.
because it was like that, like, and it's crazy because in my household, like when I moved down here, my grandmom and all of them, like everybody had their dad and nobody had their mom. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that shit
far as my cousin
obviously.
Tasha and Volante, you know, my uncle Richard, they mom was back in
Yeah,
Alaska. You feel what I'm saying? My
yeah,
cousins Malcolm
yeah.
and Mandela, they had Uncle
Yeah,
Mike. Aunt Robin
right.
had, you know, passed away, got arrested dead. You feel what I'm saying? You know, my uncle Gil, and you know what I'm saying? Mount was the only one that had his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
Mount
it
has
was like
mom.
in my
Yep.
family, intermediate family, it was all the dads. And then I had my aunt, you know, who is my dad's sister. She got married. So we had a couple in the family. So it was like it was a lot of men around. And it was like they was outside, they was in the streets. Like my pop was in the streets. My pop was getting to the money. Like when I got older and I realized the shit I was seeing, I was like, damn, pop was running the bag because I had 55 uncles. Yo, this uncle, what's his name? This
Yeah,
uncle, what's his name? You feel what I'm saying? It was like, it wasn't nothing crazy.
shit.
I came downstairs a couple of
My
times,
pop
see
was
my pop bagging up, you know what I mean? But when I got older, I realized what it was. But also, my pop went to work every day. My pop was under with a
mine
roller.
too.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
mine
it was
too.
eventually,
Mine too.
I don't know what happened. I just ain't had so many uncles no more, and then pop just was working. I ain't see all the other stuff no more. It wasn't no crazy thing, but it was like a lot of people disappeared, and pop just was working. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't
That's
know what the
crazy.
transition.
That story
I don't
very
know if he
similar
low
to
key caught
mine.
a
Very
case,
similar.
or I don't know if he low key caught a case, or I don't know what happened. Just pop wasn't hustling no more. Now pop just, you know, home being the dad and all that, but nothing never changed because even when he was, you know, in the streets and working, you feel what I'm saying? Parent teacher conference, he there. You feel what I'm saying? He come
Yeah.
to pick me up early from school. We going to Boston Celtics games. He let me take 3, 4 friends. We going down Fenway to a Red Sox game. He let me take the homies with me and all that shit. So nothing never changed. It's just that I noticed, you know, that as I got older, his environment changed. So I don't know if it's because my
My
sister
pop
came
too.
along. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's what it was. My sister came along. He was like, "Damn, I got to do
Something,
Bigelow now, and I got to
something,
chill."
something hit him on a crossroad. Like we got hit on the crossroad to say, yo, I gotta leave this shit alone.
Mm,
Cause my pop was his story like very similar. I ain't know that either. His story very similar to my pop story. Cause my pop was grinding and all that when we was little. You
right,
know what I'm saying? He was hustling and all. But he used my pop. We used to have white motherfuckers come to our crib, weird white
right,
hillbilly
right.
motherfuckers. He wouldn't serve. You know, he was on this pro black shit. He wouldn't,
He
he
ain't gonna
wouldn't
take
really
down the
serve the
black
black
man.
motherfuckers.
That's why I fuck with Uncle Kenny. Uncle Kenny love the black man.
Yeah, he was serving. He served. I used to
He
wonder,
was
like, yo,
serving them
why these white
pilgrims.
motherfuckers so
He
big?
was serving
He
them
was serving the
pilgrims.
buildings. You know, he was selling bugs. Me and Cavani used to stay. Dad, you don't know this shit, but you know now, niggas. Look, he used to have a bug. Like that. That
Kavada
he used to
always
have a
telling Kavada
bug.
probably already told him.
Look, he used to have a bug. You know, back in the day, he used to have that shit, that little yellow
The little
vanilla
vanilla
envelopes.
envelope.
Me and Cavani used to be taking that shit and giving that shit away. That nigga used to have a bud in the bottom drawer and the vanilla envelopes. We used to take that shit and get that shit.
That's
I
why Uncle
can't get
Kenny
that
stopped hustling.
shit.
Y'all down there gave a bowl away. That's why he stopped hustling. Y'all fucked up the
We
pack.
turned the motherfucking vanilla. We
Y'all fucking
stayed.
up the pack, man. Uncle
And
Kenny probably had to pistol
we
whip a
was
nigga
fucking
over
the
that
pack.
shit.
We was fucking the pack money up, cuz. We was out of
Damn.
pocket. I ain't know what nothing but nothing. I just know this was something that, you know what I
Uncle
mean?
Kenny probably had to draw down on a nigga. Nigga, what you mean that shit short, nigga? Like,
He had the little, I guess they was nicks or dimes they used to have. I guess that was for the little baggies, but they was in a
right,
little,
yeah, the
in the
manila envelopes.
little
I remember
vanilla
them Jones.
envelopes.
I
And he
remember
was
them
tearing
Jones.
his ass up off the little vanilla envelopes, man. We just stay
Yeah,
to him up for that shit. And then when he smoked, we'd go around the ass and get that shit get that shit away.
y'all sad, bro.
We
Y'all
was
sad.
sad. We just shot out, dub. Even, you know what I mean? Even back then, man. But yeah, but we ain't had no business even jumping in the street. I wish I'd have this ball, you know what I'm saying? But everything happened for a motherfucking reason. I'm content with my life.
Yeah, it's the cutter of a love, man. You know, we
Yeah,
were doing things,
and we
man.
got a hell of a story with much more to come. It's all gonna be in the movie. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a journey, man. It's a
Yeah,
journey.
it's all gonna be in the movie. You know what I mean? All this shit. The beginning of how we started this joint, you know, shit, relationship shit. 'Cause I got a hell of a story with that joint too. You know what I mean? All that
That's
shit.
gonna have to be a special segment. That's gonna be a
That's
three
the
eye
whole
joint with
segment.
you.
I might have to bring a therapist on for that motherfucker.
Yo, if it's some
I might
therapists
have
out
to have
there,
my baby do my
tap
baby
in with
on for
us
that
now,
shit.
man.
That's the
If it's
therapist.
a therapist out there, tap in with us now. Kicking it
Yeah,
with
we get
Cuz.
therapist. We gotta go through. We gonna do
Tap
both
in,
sides.
message kicking it with Cuz or message hit like Buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got both emails open. We need a therapist, man, for the
We
next
gonna do a
show.
therapy session. We gonna bring on people who need it too, cause I ain't the only motherfucker that's just been through some shit with these females, man. We gotta bring in some live callers and y'all tell us some of y'all crazy stories and I share mine, man. We make it an episode, man. It sound like a good one to me. And it sound like a
Hey,
fun
man,
nigga
each one
fun, man.
teach one. That's what it sounds like.
You know what I mean? We all been through some shit, but we gotta get back. We gotta get back to the essence of black love. It's too much. You know what I mean? Black couples and with the men and the woman. You know what I mean? Going at it. We need to stop that shit. Let's get back to the black love shit, man. We beefing too hard, man. You know what I
Too
mean?
hard for the wrong reasons,
For the
man.
wrong reasons. You know
Too
what I
hard
mean?
for the wrong reasons,
And
man.
we need each other, man. We'd be a lot further, especially the men, man. Like the men, the women on their shit, they a little manly now, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that manly shit they be on, but they on their shit for a job and working and doing what they gotta do. And I'm seeing them drive now these motherfucking bros, now they driving in trucks. You go past, drive past a trucking school, ain't nothing but women in there. Where's the fucking men? What
But
y'all
I got a rebuttal to that comment though, Buck.
with the
I got a
with the
rebuttal to
trucking
that.
train?
Nah, what you said, like how the women taking on these jobs. Like, look, just sit back for a minute, right? You gotta remember, like
They can
people
do
got
shit.
they couldn't do a lot, and then you gotta remember during World War I, when all the men went
It worked.
over to fight the war, they was the ones in the
It was
factories
working.
making the missiles. They was the
Yeah,
ones in the
it
factories
worked.
making the
Right.
cars.
So
You
it's
feel
in
what I'm
them.
saying? If you ever see that, I know everybody's seen that. You know what I mean? The white girl with the bandana like this. Like, you
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying? That's real shit right there. Like,
yeah, you're
the
right.
women used to be outside, and then they
Grinding.
came home. You feel what I'm saying? They like,
Man, the
oh
full
man,
thing.
like yo, they know too much. Now we gotta belittle them because it was like not just black women. No woman could even have a bank account up until like
Yeah, it was
1972.
women, period.
You couldn't even have a bank account. So it's like now is they turn. Like how we be telling the niggas our age, stop hating on the young niggas. Like let
Right.
them niggas run. Like it's their
I'm with
turn,
it.
nigga. Stop
Right.
hating. You feel what I'm saying? I
Right.
like to see it because I'd rather see the females doing that than the females out here begging off
Right.
perks,
Right.
spinning down Julio on their head,
All
dancing
that
on
dumb shit.
couches. Like they'd be dancing on couches. You'll see them in Aruba, you'll see them in Dubai, and then this weekend we gonna see all them posts. Damn, nobody there for me. Y'all know my son started school. I see this shit every year. Bitch, you
Every
been to
year.
Dubai, Africa, you been to space.
Now you can't
You
even
was
buy
with
your kids
Elon
school
Musk.
clothes.
Now you can't afford a fucking uniform and you on the yacht and mean crying. Like we about to see them posts.
Oh,
School
you know
start
it's
Monday
coming.
up here. Oh, they gonna be on there crying.
You know it's
bro,
coming.
but
I can't stand my family. Family ain't shit. All that
fuck
nothing.
my baby dad. Where the
All
niggas at
that.
who need
My baby
stepkids? I got
ain't shit at
stepdad.
school
I got
time. He ain't
stepdad
got nothing.
application.
But
But I'm like, damn, sis,
on
you
another
been
note,
rolling
though,
all summer.
I do like what you talking about with the women, the ones that's on their shit. I mean, I commend them. You know what I'm saying? For the men, if you ain't on your shit, it's time to match their drive, dog. Cause it's a powerful time. But the woman doing that now, if all the black men come and they on their grind like the woman, the household will be powerful.
But I'm gonna tell you what it is though, Buck.
They
A
jealous
lot of
of the women. They jealous of the bitches.
there we go. They
I
jealous
can
of
only jealous of the
instead of
women.
coming home and peeping and like I just got fall in place right here, and baby girl, like I let baby like if she driving the car,
Let her
I'm in.
drive. Let her
Somebody
drive. She
people
can
don't
leave.
understand that the passenger seat is as powerful important as the driver.
Like the driver.
And we gonna take it back to street terms when we first was coming up. If Buck was driving and I'm passenger, it was known rules that we pull up to a store cause what you need. I hop out. Now the Buck already ain't hopping out. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It take two people to make this car go.
And,
And
and,
like you
and,
said, niggas is jealous. They envious. And they loud and they be out here hating on them, man. Like it's fucked up niggas, it's fucked up women, but like this
and
group
then
of niggas
the
is
passenger
horrible.
can help you with the potholes, but gonna help you see shit that you don't see. You know what I'm saying? I can be like, yo, cuz, watch out for those. See my man right there. You might don't
I
see
ain't
it.
even seeing, damn, you
Yeah,
my blind
right.
spot.
It's
Cause
cool.
when I'm like this, yo, cuz I'm good over there. It
Yeah.
take two to make the car go,
Yo, you
man.
don't see the police down the street though. They down the
I
street.
ain't even see him. I was over here looking at this nigga.
That's
All right,
why I'm
now
the
we got four
passenger.
eyes in the car.
Just because I ain't driving don't mean I ain't helping you steer this motherfucker,
And
man.
like people, and like
Hey,
I tell
Captain.
people, and like I tell people all the time, just cause you don't see me, don't mean I ain't around.
And now, and to be honest, I really ain't got a problem with a woman leading because you gotta think the men we so distracted. They was going to school. They was going to, you know what I mean? They was going to college. The good
They
ones,
was
they was
going to the,
going,
they was going to the, even the ones that was like straddling the fence,
yeah,
they was throwing on their scrubs, going to the little CNA bits,
all that
going
shit. They
to the
getting
little
their credit
joint.
together.
You know what
They
I
can
mean?
tell
I'm
you how
saying
to.
like we gotta keep it real, even back then. You feel what I'm saying? Because when I was outside popping it and whamming it and all that, I ain't had no crib. I had to
Yeah,
get with Shorty. Like
yeah,
motherfuckers be trying to belittle them. Like nigga,
nah.
Shorty with the Section 8 was lit, nigga, when I was coming up.
Let
Now
me
y'all on
find a joint.
Instagram, oh
I
y'all
can
still
never,
lost. But this what I hate now,
I
motherfuckers
can
want to
never
talk.
find
Oh
a
y'all
bitch on
bitches
Section
still
8.
lost Section
I
8.
had to pay
This and this
nothing.
and
I had to
that.
pay top. I could never.
Like it's they turn, but now like on some real shit. Like if you now on some real shit though, back to what I was saying. If we even look back then when we was outside went whamming, Shorty had the crib. Shorty had the little piece of car. You feel what I'm saying? We was putting the dope in the guns and baby girl crib. I know I was
Yeah.
because I still was going home to Pauline house and I couldn't go up in Pauline house with that 4 or 5 ARP. You feel what I'm saying?
And look,
I couldn't go up in. I was scared. I was more scared than Pauline than the motherfucking niggas I was beefing with.
you was going to Pauline crib, but we was going to Geeker and we was going fucking with motherfucking Geeker and Kia and down 27. We had a million
Yeah,
times in there.
yeah. I said the
Shout out to
ARP.
Kia,
I
I
meant
love you,
the.
baby. You know we was out of pocket. We should never bring all that shit to your crib, but y'all was just as crazy as us. But they didn't.
But
Shout out
back
to y'all. They
then,
saved
but
my life.
listen though,
As
who
I was
had the
about to catch a
cribs?
cold blooded
The
body,
females had the
they saved
cribs.
my life.
The females had the cribs.
They had the cribs. The
They
niggas
had the
didn't.
little jobs up at the mall. You feel what
Yup.
I'm saying? Shorty at Foot Locker. That's what I'm saying. And then it just somewhere in the mix, it got lost. But now it's their turn. Like you feel what I'm saying? It's their turn, and motherfuckers gotta understand that. Like
And don't
back
be
to the
jealous
point,
of your
man.
girl, man.
Nah, it don't even be jealous of they girl. Niggas is literally out here hating females, bro. Like,
Yeah. And
like
that's jealousy. It's the hate is
that's
jealousy.
envy. That's envy.
Envy.
Yeah, they go to sleep hating on them bitches.
Can't
No
do that, man.
disrespect to the sisters. You feel what I'm
Hell
saying?
no,
No
you doing your
disrespect.
joint. Only way, unless she talking to you all crazy, then you can get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, though, if she doing her thing and you trying to block all her blessings and hold her back, and you getting jealous because she might be ready to get a nice car or she, you know what I mean? She buying nice things and you jealous because you can't afford the nice things, man. Support your fucking woman. She gonna
And
support
it's
that.
2026
Especially
and
the
you
ones.
still not only this, but it's 2026 and y'all still out here hustling. Like, damn, you ain't the plug yet.
You can't. What you gonna hustle, dog? It's fucking cameras on every fucking. It's
It
cameras
ain't
on
even
every
about
house.
cameras. It's 2020. Like, what is you still doing outside?
Why are you outside?
Why is you? There we go.
Innocent
See,
man
fucking
cameras.
bingo, bingo. Like, come on, man. Like,
Man,
it take
dog,
two to. At the end of the day, it take two to drive the car.
that shit is like a nightmare to me to sit back and think that I'll be doing the same shit that I was doing 20 something years ago. That's like a bad fucking dream to me.
I
I done
know
lived
some niggas. Like,
I
I
done lived
know
in a
some
million
niggas.
places. I
Like,
got friends from all over the
and
world. If I just up there, I wouldn't live none of the stuff that I live. How I'm living now.
word.
Like for
And
real.
it's like word, like you like, and I ain't even, I keep it real. You feel what I'm saying? I got, do what they do, but they still work and all that. I'm talking about the niggas
Now
y'all
you
bring
talk
me
about the niggas who don't do
outside.
nothing but outside. You go out there 10
Yeah,
o'clock and they out there with a
I
beer.
go outside right now.
They out there.
It's 8:56. If I walk in Poppies, them niggas is outside.
Right now.
Y'all niggas was outside when I went to work this morning at
Morning.
6.
Them niggas.
I passed y'all and when y'all was setting up shop. It's 9 at night. Like, and then they all be outside y'all be outside popcorn chicken. Like, what y'all out there selling the money? Cause the same niggas y'all see on the joint and yo, like, oh bro, lit. Nah, they're the same niggas that be hitting niggas up like me and cuz, like, yo, big bro,
Me
hold
hold
a
30.
little. And I be like, damn, cuz you just was at the All-Star game.
Just
I
they
work every day. I can't
blew the
even
whole
go to the
load on the
All-Star
All-Star
game, but you
game.
need 30? A 40 ball?
Blew the whole load on the All-Star game.
Word, so you young brothers, don't stop being fooled by these niggas, man.
And then
Stop
they
being fooled by
had
these
motherfuckers
niggas,
playing their
bro. It's
40s.
not what they making this scene, bro.
And then
It's
you be
not
out
what they
there,
making this scene.
and then you rich in your life, you out there in your 40s because of petty little drug charge. Now you gotta do 5 years because you got priors. Now you coming home and damn near 50 off a little petty ass drug.
Yeah, or you catch a bit, you 40, you
It's
my
over.
associate, whatever. You catch a 15 piece.
That's
So now
life.
you mad at me. So now you in jail, right? Oh, oh man, Danny O here, sucker. He ain't thorough. So I'm supposed to keep money on my phone for 15 years because you out here being a sucker and I got kids and grandkids. Are you
And they're
serious,
entitled.
nigga? Like, and the nigga do that, nigga being there. Like niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple thorough, shout out to the, brothers behind the wall. Shout out to the fellas. Free smirk.
Man,
You feel what I'm saying? But you feel what I'm saying? Like, I got a nephew that's doing the wheel. So
man,
nephew call me and we kicking it. And he like, yeah, niggas like in here talking about, yeah, your Uncle Hollywood. He act like he too good for niggas. He don't answer the phone when niggas call. Cause y'all calling home trying to find a bitch. Yo, bro, go find what's her name, bro? You been dead for 13 years. I don't know where she at. You talking about her Facebook? I think it was. Like, come on, dog.
I
You
started
not
taking
calling home
jail.
saying send no books. You ain't saying, bro, yo, send no newspapers. Hey, yo, bro, like I'm trying to do this class. Like, yo, you got
None
a
of
picture
that.
for me. Y'all call it. That's why I don't answer the phone for you niggas, bro.
Dog, like I felt like you feel entitled. Then you called on my phone 8 times. Like when I was locked up, dog, I barely used the phone. I wasn't a phone
I
nigga. I
never
might use the
use
phone.
the
I'm like,
phone.
I'm gonna call this my day. I might make a phone call, and then I ain't gonna
But
make another
but
phone call
but
even
but
for
but
another
but
week or 2 weeks. I was never. You called me 8 times.
yo, I remember the
8
jail.
times asking me to
I
do
remember the
shit.
ward. I remember I got called to the warden office, and you only get called to the warden office if people die. So I get
Yeah,
called
that's
to the
it.
warden's office. I'm bitching. I'm like, man, I never forget. I'm playing pinochle. Yo, Howard, intercom. Boom. I'm like, what? I'm like, shh. Brothers already know what it is. They're like, damn, Aki, Slime Lake. I'm like, that's
That's
all.
somebody
I get
past.
up there to the warden office, but the warden said whatever his name was, took his phone, spun his phone around, and put a motherfucking sticky note and was like, yo, call your family. They said, you ain't called home in 3 months. All right, didn't they call you and y'all saying y'all counted me? And I was breathing like, nigga, I'm bitten. I'm in jail mode. That's what I be saying. Like,
Yeah.
what is y'all niggas in there doing? Not saying I'm glorifying, but when I was in there, I wasn't calling my people, yo, send this. I was calling my people saying, yo, I need a subscription to Sports Illustration. I need a subscription to USA Today. Cause I'm about to motherfucking make these tickets and run this bag up in this joint, bro. Like, I was calling home, yo, I heard y'all was at the party. What happened? These niggas be calling home begging, like, yo, bro. At the end of the day, bro, shit got stopped.
Them niggas want, and them niggas know more shit that's going on in the streets than the nigga that's on the street.
I be like, bro,
They tell them
I be like,
everything
bro,
is good.
like I got like 6 locations I go to. Like, I don't know, cuz that ain't the world I live in. They be
I ain't
like,
the
bro,
world. I ain't never been there.
I be like, I don't even who that happened. Yeah, I probably was, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they be mad because you don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm
I
in
had
jail.
one nigga. I had one nigga Buck say, "Damn, bro, every time I call you, either at work, coming from work, at home." I said, "Where the fuck else I'm supposed to be? I'm a whole adult out here." You don't be.
I don't
I
think they
said, bro, I
realize
might
that.
pop out once in a while, get a little piece of fresh air. I said, but come on now, bro.
They think that motherfuckers they still stuck in the past, thinking that you out there grinding, running, hustling. You know what I mean? Doing all that shit in the past, cause you know. So my thing is that if you in jail, man, you know what I'm saying? If you got people's in jail and they call home and they talking about a bunch of dumb shit, it should be your job to tell them, listen, man, you in jail, take your time serious. I'm gonna send you a book, hope you read it. You know what I mean? Get your mind right. This shit is different out here. They might be still stuck in the past. Shit is different out here. We grown now, bro. Ain't no real men out here still hustling. Motherfuckers is working at
And
the
it's
docks.
and then not only that though, Buck. On the flip side, because I gotta keep it real. The niggas that still think they when whamming, yeah, bro, I'm gonna come out here. Y'all coming home from jail and y'all getting smoked.
Smoke.
Cause it's really real out here. That way you're thinking that old cool niggas is gonna motherfucking hit your head, bro. So
You boys don't care who
pump
you
your
are.
brakes. You got one life. So y'all need to think twice, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Come out there running up, run what up? A nigga gonna run up on you with that motherfucking Drake
Facts.
fast and put 100 in
Fast.
you.
Those cats will get you out of here, man.
I told the nigga
No
I'm
shit.
down here. I said, nigga, don't care you down there working out, nigga. I said it takes 5
That
pounds
don't
of
matter.
pressure.
That's for the bitches.
It takes 5 pounds of pressure to pull a trigger, bro. And now motherfuckers is out here throwing a motherfucking switch on, nigga, drop 30 on you before you even try that big tough shit, bro. And you won't even know you did.
We about to close it out, man. Yeah. We about to close it out. But anyway, man, I feel like this was a much needed episode and different turn for kicking it with cuz, you know what I'm saying? We needed this episode to let y'all know who we are, our background, you know what I'm saying? Let you know that we more than sports. And you wanna close it out, cuz?
Man, y'all just stay dangerous out there, man. Stay positive. Stay sucker free. You know,
Stay
if you got
alive.
something going on, you feel what I'm saying? You know whatever you out there doing, you know you on the right course if you got a lot of people trying to pull you down. It's not nothing you want is going to be easy. But if you got a lot of people, a lot of distractions, that means you on the right course. You just got to stay the course. You got
Stay the
one life
course.
out there. Think twice, man. Kicking it with cuz, man. Y'all stay easy, man.